begin. We have everything here aside from a dark cold wind. The show is about to begin. We have everything here aside from a dark cold wind. Get very real, keep it real, keep it yeah. Welcome to the cave, welcome to the show. The beer is cold and it's time to blow. LongHairedYeti'sCave is the place to hang out. Come on the show and scream and shout. Keeping it real is what it's all about. The show is about to begin. We have everything here aside from a dark cold wind. Come on, win.
Oh my fucking days. Head up, get out of my fucking face. Honestly. Fucking hell, guys. Head up. How the fuck do I get this fucking thing off here? I don't think my shows are ever going to start without how the fuck do I do this or how the fuck do I do this. It's fucking insane, bro. It's insane. But yeah, welcome everyone to the final whistle on a Sunday night. I've invited a lot of people. I've invited Tont. I've invited E20, which are obviously like West Ham fans. Whether they'll come on or not, I don't know. I'm not sure what I typed there, to be honest. 1005 big up AFC NL. I thought I was saying 100%, but yeah, I get you in AFC. Yeah, he just did not go for it, did he? He did not go for it. And that to me is just, mate, if you want to try and take on the big boys, then you've got to go head to head with the big boys, you know? And you did not do that today. You didn't do that today. You played against them. They played against you exactly the same way, but they managed to find that winner, you know? Not having Eze on from the start was criminal for me. Criminal. Well, not passing to fucking Jokeres, a fucking guaranteed goal scorer, and not passing to him is criminal as well, in my opinion. I mean, what are you guys doing? I mean, it's not about you guys, it's about them. And, you know, with our game today, I mean, big up to West Ham, but there wasn't a lot to beat today. We was fucking awful. We was awful, but they did the right things, and they did the right things at the right time. So, big up to West Ham, and it's put a smile on their face. You know, I've seen a few streams where E20's like so down and all that kind of stuff, and, you know, big up to them. Came here. I had a feeling. I did have a little bit of a feeling that was the way it was going to go. But at the end of the day, you cannot underestimate anybody. You cannot underestimate anybody. If you underestimate any team in the Premier League, then you're bound to get fucking slapped. And that's exactly what happened to us today. We had no ideas. We had no ideas. We had no ideas whatsoever. We didn't know what we was doing. There was no cohesion with the team whatsoever. They kept us to keep the ball because they know we don't want to keep the ball. So, I don't know, bro. I don't know. AFC away and AFC NL starting the match rugby style, oof out of play from kickoff and defend. Yeah, 100%. Mate, it was wrong right from the start. I mean, I don't understand why you've got Saliba on when he obviously felt something in the warm-up, you know. They knew he'd felt something in the warm-up because they had Mascara ready to come on straight away. So, to me, it's the same old story as with Timber, when Timber first came on, and he had something. And then you bought him out again for the second half. It's pathetic. Pathetic. This manager is a bum, bro. He's a bum. He has no idea what he's doing or anything like that. If you have a player like Saliba who's got like something that's not going right, don't put him out there, otherwise you lose a substitution right there. So yeah, I didn't get that, but anyway, on to the Forest game. Just, mate, I don't underestimate anybody. I always say that. I never underestimate anybody, but it was just shocking. Shocking. We didn't have no answers whatsoever today. We had no answers. It was absolute garbage. Passing it around outside the box, which I keep saying that everybody needs to stop doing that. And then we do it. So I think we got it majorly wrong today. To be honest, there was nobody that was going to try and challenge anything or anything like that. So it was just, weren't good. Weren't good today for Forest. It was an absolute fucking shit show, to be quite honest. Morgan Gibbs White just didn't seem to be on it at all from the very start. So I don't know what was going on there. But apparently we just signed John Victor, goalkeeper from Botafogo. So that's like the only plus point I can kind of give it. But big up to West Ham though. Big up to West Ham. I mean, they needed something. They needed to get something, and they came in and they got it in the City Ground, which is a place that we need to turn into a fortress, and we haven't done that. And to me, that's just no respect for that at all. We was awful going forward. We had no ideas. We went with the same ideas all the time. And then when it didn't work, we had no other ideas to come through it from after, and the substitutions was too late as well. This is what happens when a Guna adopts Forest as their second team. Sorry about that. Yeah, absolutely, bro. Don't adopt us, because you're also going to fail on that one. Might be your fault actually that you adopted us as your second team. It's just pathetic today. Pathetic. Another very, very difficult watch along, to actually do. And I could see it coming. I could totally see it coming. I could see exactly what we was going to do and exactly where we was going to go. It's just, honestly, just so fucking annoying. It's unbelievable, bro. Unbelievable how annoying it is. Anthony did come in, but I don't know where he is now. He's obviously disappeared again, but yeah, it was ridiculous. And then you got your game afterwards. Mate, face them toe to toe. Get fucking Eze on and get your good players on and all this, that, and the other, and face them toe to toe. You didn't do that. And your set pieces didn't work because, I'm sorry, but Liverpool had them nailed. Liverpool had your set pieces nailed because they knew what was coming, and you didn't have anything nailed. Yeah, you was good defensively instead of letting him get something in that way, but then comes to the free kick, which is an amazing free kick from Szoboszlai. Absolutely amazing. And job done. Didn't pass to Gyökeres. Didn't really bother with Gyökeres, which to me is criminal. You've got an absolute guaranteed winner there, and you just didn't pass to him, and you never passed to him. The only person that passed to him was Eze, and Eze should have been on right from the fucking start. This Arteta man is a bum. He's a bum. He don't deserve to be manager of Arsenal Football Club. And until you get rid of him, you ain't gonna do shit. I'm telling you that now. You ain't gonna do nothing until you get rid of him. And I've been saying it time and time again. I've said it so many fucking times that you ain't gonna do nothing until you get rid of him. And I ain't wrong. Yeah, world class free kick. Yeah, absolutely amazing free kick. Fucking awesome free kick. You know. But then you got a free kick from Rice that he puts into the fucking Evans, you know. And it's like I mean, I'm not being funny, but under Arteta you're a set piece team. And if people can work out your set piece, that's it. There's nothing else there. Unless you've got Saka who can come in from the left and shoot the ball in. Other than that, you ain't got anything. I mean, look, I'm not gonna like sit here and have a go at Arsenal because I'm not very happy about my team today. I thought it was pathetic. I thought it was awful. We didn't really create anything. We just played into West Ham's game plan, and it was poor. It was poor today. But at the end of the day, big up to West Ham. I mean, I've sent the link to E20, and I've sent the link to also Ton as well. I don't know where they are. If they want to jump on and have their say, then all good. I think like the referee at times was very West Ham bound, personally, but I don't think that's an excuse. I don't think we was good enough, even without that. I thought we was awful today. The only one that impressed me, to be honest, was probably Anderson. Anderson, I thought he did well. I thought he did well in the midfield. I thought he was doing good stuff in that respect. But our defence was shocking. Shocking, man. We couldn't win anything in the air or whatever. And this is West Ham, who are struggling to win anything in the air. They was a lot better defence than what we was today. I don't care what anyone says. They had a lot better defence than we had today. Everything that went in the box, they cleared it. So they had a lot better defence than us. Do you believe you'll keep your manager who is doing well? I hope we do. I hope we do. I think it'd be crazy to get rid of him at the minute, to be honest. But at the same point, mate, you've got to. We was at home. We're at home. So we've got to fucking do what we've got to do. There's no excuse. There's no excuse. I said that at the start of the game. There's a possibility that West Ham can come here not getting anything and they come here and get points, but there's no excuse. There's no excuse whatsoever for today. I don't think we had any ideas. I think the only player that actually seemed to have any ideas was Anderson and trying to make things work in that respect. But the passes were fucking awful. Awful. And I think West Ham played a perfect game. And that's not acceptable. It's not acceptable. Not for me. Not acceptable at all. I would never, ever think about getting rid of Nuno, you know. We'll see over like the next few games and all that kind of thing. Well, I would never, ever think about getting rid of Nuno. But it's like today, they just didn't get the remit. Either that or they thought that West Ham was there for the taking. And you should never do that. Ever. I don't care who you are. You should never do that. You never underestimate your opponents, no matter who your opponents are. You should never underestimate your opponents. And that's exactly what I think we did today. We thought West Ham was going to be easy because of the situations they've had, and it weren't like that. And the referee played a big part of it as well. You know, he did seem to want a West Ham shirt, I think. But then again, it's Paulson, so what do you expect? And, you know, but at the end of the day, that's not the big crux of what's going on here. The big crux of what's going on here is that we didn't do enough. We didn't do enough. Whether Paulson's giving free kicks to them and giving them the decisions or whatever, we've still got to do what we've got to do. And we didn't do that today. We did not do that today. I thought Morgan Gibbs White was proper off his game. Sangari was getting loads of space, making good passes and all that kind of stuff. And Doy was totally off his game today. He wasn't good. He gave the ball away so many times. Anderson, for me, today was a bright spark. And other than that, you could see that as long as the game went on, you could see that we was going to capitulate. You could see it. You could see it coming. 100%. And I'm disappointed. And I'm angry. And I am angry. I'm disappointed. And I'm angry. But it is what it is. You have to take it the way it goes. When you get wins, you're happy. And when you get losses, you're angry. And that's just what it takes to like be a fan of a club, you know. So yeah, I don't think we gave everything today. I'm not saying the players didn't give everything, but it was all just passing sideways, passing backwards. What have I said? All the time that I've been doing this on YouTube, I keep saying about other teams, stop passing it sideways and backwards. And I totally saw that with us today. And I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. Not interested in seeing that. Arsenal, Burnley, and Betis all away next. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and Arsenal at the Emirates. Yeah, that's a great game. Great game to go into after you've just lost to West Ham. It's just fucking shocking. It's just shocking today, to be honest. Everyone was saying, oh, yeah, you're going to beat them 4-0, you're going to beat them 3-0, 4-5, whatever. You know, well, yeah, that went well, didn't it? At the end of the day, we're still in the Premier League. We're still like ninth in the Premier League and all that kind of stuff. So you have to take that like as a silver lining. But today's performance was not good enough. It was not good enough in any way, shape, or form. Today's performance, it was absolutely fucking shocking. And I'm not going to accept that whatsoever. So we need to sort it out because today's performance was terrible. And you can like turn around and say, oh yeah, the referee was this and the referee was that. But at the end of the day, we just weren't good enough. We was not good enough in any way, shape, or form. So it's the only way you've got to look at it, really. I mean, it's same as you look at the Arsenal game. You guys weren't good enough. You didn't. I mean, was there really many attacks? I don't think there was really that many attacks apart from Madueke down the right hand side. Other than that, there weren't really anything. That's not good enough for Arsenal. You're in a different scene to us right now. We have to sort of get it going. We need to hit Forest hard or for today's loss. Yeah, of course you are. You've got to. You've got to. And again, that's the last thing we would have wanted, where you're going to go into the Emirates game and fucking proper go for us. That's the last thing we wanted. Arsenal weren't good, but the real Arsenal fans expected the outcome. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. And if you want to come on and have your say, then as I always do in this final whistle, you're more than welcome. So I'll drop the stream into the chat. And spot on. Yeah. Just, mate, this game against Liverpool tonight was where you sort of work out how do they always say it? The chaff from the fucking something or other. And you failed. You failed. Why he ain't starting Eze from the start, I have no idea. If we had someone like Eze or Man City had someone like Eze, maybe not Man City, but if we had Eze, we'd be starting him. But as we know, guys, Arteta has his favourites, and he's always going to play his favourites. Now, that to me says always long that a coach hasn't got a fucking clue. Because if you're just going to play your favourites over your best fucking 11, that says a lot. That's it. That says a lot for me. Because one thing that all coaches do, or all managers do, or whatever you want to say, is they play their best 11. And today you didn't play your best 11. Arteta kept with the players that have been his favourites for a long time. And, and he kept with that. He should have gone with Eze right from the start. Just give it a try. Put Eze in the 10. Give it a go. See how you go on that one. Why not? That's what you do. But this guy don't do that. Oh, Martinelli's my best mate. He agrees with everything I say. So I'm gonna put him in the team straight away. I can imagine. I mean, look, I'm not an Arsenal fan, but I can imagine most Arsenal fans when they saw that team sheet, they was like, "What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing?" It's like he's trying to prove something. It's like when you've got Gyökeres and then he keeps bringing on Havertz. Havertz has got injured now, but it's like the only thing he's got in mind is to prove something, that I wasn't wrong. Now we've got these fucking players, I still wasn't wrong. That's not good from a manager. It should be all about the team and it should be all about what they're trying to do. Built scale, bro. And don't be thinking we're just going to run through Burnley and Sunderland. Don't fall into that trap. Absolutely. Don't disrespect anybody. Don't disrespect anybody, bro, because they're all in it for a reason. So don't disrespect anybody. Built to you, Oregon Goon, bro. How you doing, mate? You all right?
Put a bullet in my head now.
I did tell you the other day, didn't I?
Yeah, no. This was slightly to be expected. What's the definition of insanity?
Doing the same thing over and over again.
And
not getting any results from it.
Expecting different results. Correct.
Yeah.
And what did we see today? The definition of insanity.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was hit from beginning to end. And Lone Star, you're my guy. Big up, DJ Crane. Lone Star, if you're in the chat, I thought I saw your name. If you're listening, please stop with the Arteta love. Please stop.
Yeah.
This is not going where we want it to go. And
Mm.
I gotta ask you, Eddie, how could Sporting Lisbon figure it out? How could Sporting fucking Lisbon with that midfield give this guy 92 goals in 2 years?
Because they have a manager, Dal.
Thank you. Because they have a manager. What did we go out there to try and win today? Did we go out there and
No.
try and do anything today? We were happy with 1 point.
You went out to compete. That's all you did today.
Run
You went
around,
out to compete.
you know. If I'm Eze, I'm already shaking my head.
Yeah.
If I'm Eze, I'm already talking to my agent.
Yeah.
If I'm Goikarez, calling up the agent.
Yeah.
I don't know how this manager constrains this team and why. Why does he hold them back? Why does he not let them express themselves? Part of the game, Yeti, is because it's fun.
Yeah.
Right? That's an element that we have rarely talked about, right, in football. But the game is fun. It's fun to play. And you get paid gazillions of fucking dollars to play a game in the end of the day, right?
It was fucking boring, bro.
It's not
apart from the Shabazz live free kick, it was fucking boring.
We had one shot on target, and we have arguably one of the top 3 strikers in the world, bro. And if Sporting Lisbon can figure it out, why can't this fucking hollowed Arteta find a target man and realize that playing Martinelli is insanity when you have fucking Eze right there on the bench, who's only missed 1 game in the last year. 1 game. And that was because he was signing for Arsenal last weekend. It's just, like AFC says, what the fuck? He was thinking that. I saw his facial expression on the bench. We all did. He's thinking, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, let me just cover some of this chat. The thing is, as they would have left the pitch thinking, what the fuck? Absolutely, because as soon as he came on, he was passing to Gyökeres all the time, so maybe he won't get a game again. I saw the midfield knew Arsenal was going to lose. Yeah, absolutely, DJ Crane. Full time, Inter Milan 1, Udinese 2. Big up Dal. And Arteta, we both had our own tactics used against us. West Ham low block counter attack and Liverpool set piece FC. That's the funny thing. That is the funny thing for me.
Comment of the day.
Ranieri, I'm asking for a loan before tomorrow, deadline day.
It's
like he has the pretty girl and keeps her locked up. I tell you what, that's really interesting. That's really interesting what Scouts just said.
Yeah.
Because you are set piece FC, and Liverpool had that worked out amazingly today. You had like 6 corners, and they smashed. They smashed all of them. And then they beat you with a set piece. That's got to be the headline tomorrow.
Arteta beaten by his own game. Well, if we're going to switch that around, why don't we switch managers around while we're at it? I was on Tony Clods, and I went on the first 5-minute rant, so I'm a little out of gas, but I am fucking done. Done.
You're never out of gas, bro.
No, I'm never out of gas.
You are never out of gas.
Well, I mean, I let a lot out last night. The wife knows well I'm never out of gas. No, but in seriousness, bro, I am fucking fuming. That first half was some of the worst football from Arsenal I think I've seen in a season or so. Last season we put up some stinkers. I remember the season before last we really put up a stinker against Fulham. I think we drew them twice the season before last.
You offered no challenge.
No challenge. Right. Fabian Wirtz, who was fucking Fatty Wirtz last week, right? Zero this, zero that. They're putting fat, was fucking fantastic in the second half.
Did you actually notice, though, Del, all those really good Gyökeres runs? And nobody passed to him.
No.
It weren't until fucking Eze came on and passed to him. Then fucking Odegaard came on and passed into the middle. I don't think he was looking for him. I think Eze might get told afterwards that what are you passing to him for?
Yeah.
I told you not to pass to him.
It's not part of the script, right? It's not part of the Arteta script. So no, exactly. No, Odegaard had the little dink right towards the end. It looked like he tried to dink it to go. Shoot the ball, bro. I'm yelling. You're fucking right next to the penalty spot. Shoot the ball.
I was thinking that. Yeah,
on your right foot, and it was outside, and he tries to dink it. Stop at this bullshit perfect goal crap that we had to go through with Wenger for 3 or 4 years until Giroud finally decided to start scoring, right? So we've seen this crap before, and that's why I get on some of these other top gooders. It's like, stop bigging this guy up, Yeti. Like, stop. Why are they doing this? Today was a classic example of why he's just not good enough. Go to Arteta, go to Valencia, go to Sevilla, get a fucking resume, and then maybe come back. But even though, actually, just fuck right off.
Yeah, and just don't even come back.
Hendo said in my show with Tony, about an hour ago, is maybe this is the groundwork to letting him go. Maybe the Gyökeres as giving him every red fucking cent that we can give him and build on paper, I'm sorry, a very, very good squad. Right? I call it a squad.
It's got to be. Look, I said to you the other day, right, with an actual fucking manager or an actual coach, this team can win it all. There's no doubt about it. This team can win it all. But with this guy, he's an absolute fucking clown. You're not passing to your 92 million or whatever he costs striker. You're not giving it him. He's having to fight for the ball all the time. And then you get people like coming in my chat, like big up Borgav, but saying that he didn't do anything today is wrong because he never got anything today.
Right.
And every striker needs to get something.
He was a defending false 9 today. He was a defending false fucking 9 today. And he's got the 14 shirt. He's got the 14 shirt. I'm sorry, but that shirt's been cursed since Titi Henry hung it up. That shirt's cursed. I mean, Walcott had his things, right? And I know Van Persie, I don't think ever wore it. If I remember correctly, I don't think he ever wore it. But, Eddie Nketiah, 14. Where did that end up? But I'll move away from the 14 conspiracy, right? The 14 shirt didn't keep him from getting service from 3 fucking defensive midfielders. Why the hell was Mikel Moreno even considered? Even like, oh, you'll do because you'll stop Curtis Jones? I mean, you'll stop Gravenberch? No one can stop Gravenberch, especially Zubamendi looked like a monkey climbing on his back. I mean, what are we doing, bro? I mean, the Zubamendi deal, like Hendo said, I am not impressed because I'm told that he could ping a fucking ball like Xhaka. I'm told he could find a through ball in the channels for Gyökeres to run onto. None of that. Zero, zip, zilch.
Nothing.
None of that has happened. It didn't happen.
I guarantee if you actually do that and put it onto Gyökeres running into the box, because I saw like 5 or 6, 7, 8 fucking runs that he made, and I've seen it with Haaland as well that they don't pick him out. And Gyökeres has got the same sort of situation. I see 7 or 8 like really good runs that he makes, and if you put it in front of his foot on that point, bro, You clean
It's a
up.
goal.
You clean house.
Yeah, he just needs to exactly put it on the right side, let him touch it outside right of his foot, and fucking slam it in the goal.
Yeah.
I mean, and you know, and you're right. It goes even back to the Leeds game where he had to get the ball at the left wing, and it wasn't like he was central. His fucking heels were on the fucking touchline, Yeti. It's not like it was centrally left. No, it was the fucking outside left where he had to get the ball and dribble to the 18-yard box and obviously slam it near post. Fantastic. But you're 100% right. I don't want to hear any griping about Goicoechea whatsoever. He is brand new to the club. He's being told where to go. He's being told what to do. He's being told when to make runs, when not to make runs, because Arteta thinks he's improving him. That's the bottom line. So anyone that wants to give G14 or Glock 9 some problems, you know, fine. But don't come talking to me when Arteta does the same shit and he doesn't touch the ball in the next 3 or 4 games. We've got Forest coming up, we've got Newcastle coming up, and we've got City coming up. And I don't think he's going. We're going to score against Newcastle, maybe. We could score against you guys, maybe. We ain't scoring against City, bro.
He's not fucking playing him right. And this is what I've always said, that you can tell that this guy's not a fucking coach and not a fucking manager. I mean, I won't even say he's not a manager. I'll say he's not a coach.
Right.
Because he's got his favourites. That's why Marino was on the pitch. That's why Martinelli was on the pitch.
Yeah.
You guys all know that those guys ain't going to do jack shit at the minute. But he has to, like, keep picking his favourites. He's got fucking Eze, who could be the next fucking big thing. Yeah, he don't bother using him until, like, so, and he made a big difference when he actually came on, by the way. And then you've got, like, Gyökeres, who's a major striker. And I've always said about Arsenal, the problem you've got is you haven't got a striker. But now, the problem you've got is you've got the striker. This fucking dickhead don't want him to pass to him.
Right. There's nothing stopping us today from having a midfield 3 of Eze on the left, Rice in the 6, and Odegaard on the right in a midfield 3. Nothing's stopping us from having 2 attacking midfielders when you have Ranieri sitting on the bench, when you have Moreno sitting on the bench, you have Zubimendi on the bench, right?
Yeah.
You attack. You hopefully get up 2-0, and then you bring out defensive reinforcements. You don't reinforce the defense before the fucking kickoff. I mean, you must have been like, Jesus, this is great. I know, but Liverpool struggled as well, right? I'm not saying they were great. That first half was shit. That first half was Leeds Newcastle yesterday overall. It was boring to watch from both sides. But I got to say that Recky stood out for me. Calafiore actually stood out for me. I know some people think he's a liability. I get that.
No, I thought he was all right, to be fair.
Yeah, I thought he was doing something. He kept Salah mostly a base Salah where he had like 4 touches of the ball.
I thought Madueke was taking his chance as well. I thought he did really well. He won you most of your set pieces. And Lone Star London says it here. The worrying thing is our lack of creativity in the final third. 4 of our 6 goals this season are set pieces. And the thing is, if you look at the way Liverpool played today, they completely watched your set piece and the way it works. Yeah. And they nullified that big style. So if you can't do anything in open play, which they was like of the mind that you can't do anything in open play, so you're only going to get anything going on set pieces. And they nullified that completely. So big up to Slot, because he obviously drilled them to know exactly the way to work that. Yes, they had like hobbits on Gabriel, which made no sense, but they still did.
Let me ask you a question. Looking at Slot today and Arteta, was Arteta even serious today? Like, was he serious about winning for this club and what a trophy would mean? But I don't think he takes his games sometime, even some games, the fucking Southampton, Crystal Palace.
He's a bum. He's a bum.
Take it serious.
Let me just explain something to you, right? Arteta looks at the Premier League like we're going to beat the teams below us and then get second place. That's all he's bothered about. And when you get a captain coming out and saying, "Oh, second place is amazing" and all that kind of stuff, then you've got it sussed. And that's why you don't want Rice as a captain, because Rice is going to go, "No, fuck second place. We want to win every fucking thing." You know, I mean, I thought like Rice was decent. I mean, he kept dropping into like the defense to make it a little bit more. I thought he was decent. I thought Zubimendi was decent. I thought fucking Mo, what's his name? The guy on the right hand side, fucking what's his fucking name?
Madwecki.
Yeah, Madwecki. I thought he was very decent. I mean, he won many years set pieces, but Liverpool knew that all you've got to do is take away your set pieces, and then we can beat you at some point. They knew that and the reason they knew that is because fucking Slot is the real deal. This dude is not the fucking real deal. Right. As soon as it don't start working, it's same as us today. As soon as it didn't work what we normally do, we couldn't do anything. And we got beat by fucking West Ham. You know, it's exactly the same with us. And it's like, fucking hell, you've got to fucking get that sorted out. I expected more from Nuno, but, you know, he didn't do it. But anyway, whatever. We lost. Pisses me off Arteta played for Everton, but he goes into a game versus Liverpool for a draw. Arteta's a fucking bum, bro. He's a fucking bum. He don't deserve that place at all. Spanish Payaso says Pepsi. Smash a like for the Yeti and Dal. Absolutely. Make sure you go over to Dal's channel as well. Oregon Gooner. Make sure you go over there where he's playing his like Call of Duty and stuff like that.
Been on there in a bit.
And make sure you be up to him. I'm not just saying this, but it's fact. Arteta was not a good player, very ordinary. Yeah, 100%.
He never made it. I don't think he made it in the Spanish national team. Remember,
like and subscribe, share, road to 1K. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it.
I do not believe Arteta was in the Spanish national team.
Bro, the only time I actually rated him was when he played for Everton. When he went to Arsenal, he didn't really do anything.
No, I rated Everton. I rated him Everton because he was a gem in a bad bunch, right? He was a decent midfielder in
exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
But you come to Arsenal, you're like third, C-Tech level, right? Pick up Joanne.
Pick up Joanne.
Horrible this game today. You know, he's Spanish. He's Iberian, right? A little different.
The thing is, bro, this is what I was saying to you earlier, though. This is what I was saying to you earlier in the show when you were saying, oh, yeah, we're going to go and win this cup, and we're going to win this cup, and all this, that, and that. But this is what I was saying to you. But what you've got to take into account is this manager. This manager's not going to go for these things. That's what I'm saying to you.
But that's kind of what was DJ Crane was just saying about the Everton. It's like he may put out a very attacking team, but we would consider an attacking team, right? Versus Everton or Port Vale coming up, right? Then we'll see Eze. Then we'll see Waneri. And that's bullshit. You know, that's I think is what kind of what DJ Crane's saying is that he will change things and put out a good side against a really crap team.
This is what I was saying to you the other day, though, when you said you're going to win the Carabao Cup and you're going to win the fucking FA Cup and all this, that, and the other. You're not going to win any of that because of this manager. That's what I was saying to you earlier.
Well, think about that, though.
You've got the team. You've got the team,
right?
But
and it depends on the draws and so forth. And if we get favorable draws, you know. Is he good? Is he really going to play defensive against Port Vale? Right? I don't think he's going to be defensive like he was at Liverpool today, or so-called defensive, and at Port Vale. But
I don't know.
Exactly. That's the problem. That's fire, and that to me is already a sackable offense, right? Besides the other shit he's done in the last 6 years, you know, it's like we may go all out against Port Vale, but then we get this display at Liverpool, the game that really means something, and that's where I think there's a large disconnect, But then there's the other side where he just doesn't give a shit about that either.
And that's where you've got to show what you're actually all about, and he's failed again.
And
we're back in his tech, bro, and he's pissed.
And why did he pick Martinelli, guys, over Eze? Like, what would make you make that decision when you've seen what Martinelli brings for the last 5 years, which he has really had 1.5 good seasons? I mean, it just makes no sense, chat. Big up, Jared. Can't just see it's going to be the exact same this year. Can just see, yeah, absolutely, Jared. 100%. 100%. He hasn't learned a thing. Easily one of the best squads on paper in the Prem. I could say Europe, but maybe are we a top 10 squad in Europe, barring no success? Looking at the squad on paper, are we top 10? And here we got a striker scored 92 freaking goals over 2 seasons, and had Sporting Lisbon midfield, Sporting Lisbon manager. Like, what are we doing? And I'm not, even Amorim, right? Gregoires was scoring goals the season Amorim was already at United. So it's not like Amorim was doing that, but Amorim obviously knows how to use this guy. So do we sack Arteta and bring in Amorim? Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. But the thing is you're 100% right, Jared. He just hasn't learned a thing. Like, how can you not play Eze, Odegaard, because he's fit, and Madueke and Goikarez, right, in a 4-2-3-1, and just have Rice and Zubimendi kind of slot back a bit and have Rice go forward at times just to provide support for Eze. Rice doesn't need to go up the whole left side like he did against Madrid, like he did most of last season. We had 14 draws last season, and I'm not blaming that on Rice, but you can kind of put 2 and 2 and 2 together, right, which I think is 6 or 8 or, maybe 5 in some people's worlds. But the fact of the matter is, when you see Martinelli out there, when you know you have a weapon like Eze, and you see Moreno out there knowing you have a weapon like Nwaneri, right? Or even Eze, you could put Madueke on the left and Nwaneri on the right, Eze in the 10. I just I don't get it, guys. I don't get it, Yeti. I don't get what that formation was supposed to do today. Stifle their midfield. Their midfield isn't that great. It's just their attacking third, right? It's Salah, it's Gakpo, it's who was up front for them today? Editeki, right? You got to watch those three primarily Salah out of all that. Concentrate on just building up, like breaking down the midfield. Gravenberch is decent, right?
Personally, I thought you fought them too much. I thought you actually fought them too much instead of like getting the breaks and all that kind of thing. You was fighting against them far too much, like in the midfield and stuff like that, instead of like getting it back and like getting it over and all that kind of thing. I mean, Eze not starting for me is crazy because it's like any other team, he's in there right from the start. And he made a difference when he came on. He made a massive difference when he came on. Yeah. Zubimendi, I thought, was all right. I thought Rice did the normal thing that he normally does, where he keep dropping back into the back 3 or back 4 or whatever, And it's just like you kind of went there for a draw.
Oh, 100%.
You went there for
just not to get scored
on
at all.
Set piece of goals. That's what you went there for.
Not to get scored on at all. And that's what I don't understand, why the emphasis was so defensive in midfield when you've got McAllister who's decent, Gravenberch is decent, as well. But then you start getting Curtis Jones in there. Once Curtis Jones comes in, boom, that should have been Eze in the 10. And it wasn't. Right? Yeah. It has Anfield, you have to be reactive. It's hard to be proactive at Anfield, right? You make a decision that may come and bite you, right? Let them make the decision. As soon as Curtis Jones got out there, Yeti, why did he not call up Eze in the 10 and put Trossard on the left? This is what I said. We have these options. You and I
No
are getting
point getting angry at me, bro, because I would have done it.
You're right. No, I don't. You know, poor Mike's going to fucking spit on it. You know, but
I
this
would
is
have fucking
it's
done
just
it, but you know,
mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling, bro. It's just these decisions are what is keeping us from being successful.
Absolutely.
It's just it's that simple. And I kind of. Oh God, I'm not going to say that. I was going to say I kind of get people who say, "Oh, we were 8th and now we're 2nd." Fair enough. Okay, we've had our little advancement in the table, you know, and the gap, the talent gap,
it only lasts so long.
First 11 has shrunken like this, bro. It used to be like this, and now it's shrunken. Oh, I got Josard Martinelli and Eze on the bench. What the fuck? Last season we were looking
going up in the table only lasts so long.
It's crazy.
You've got to keep it going. Let me cover some of the chat. He isn't even really Spanish, says Joanne Smith. My goblet is still waiting to get filled up in the pub when I celebrate Arteta again.
Was it half filled or half empty?
I'm mad than a blind lesbian if it's
Jesus Christ.
And can you think it's going to be the exact same? Big up Jared Bumper.
Yeah, big up Jared.
Bro. Can say it's going to be the exact same this year. He hasn't learned a thing. Yeah, and I think that's a massive statement, to be honest. His ego, his ego, this guy's ego is bigger than the players in the club. Absolutely. Pepsi says, put the fucking dog in the field. I'm madder than a mosquito in a mannequin factory. He hasn't a clue. Arteta never has, never will. And AFC NL, be up to AFC, NNL, NL, and everybody else, obviously. I'm 63, and this is the unhappiest I've been with a manager. Terry Neal, 4 cup finals in 3 years, 1 win and 1 wanting him out. You know, the worst part about Arteta, I mean, I've got another few. I'm madder than a 3-legged dog trying to bury a turd on
this could go on all night.
Liverpool winning today might win. No desperate need for Isaac. I still think they'll get Isaac.
It's done. It's done. I read today. It's done.
Has never even reached the competition final, let alone win one. Mate, honestly, I mean, look, my personal point of view as a Forest fan is for you guys to keep him. Because I can see what a clueless twat the guy is. Yeah. So it gives us a chance to actually sort of boost ourselves up, even though we lost 3-0 today. But, you know, it'll give us a chance to sort of get there.
Right. But there's stuff going on behind the scenes at your club. There's shit going on behind the scenes at your club.
Yeah. Which be sorted out.
You held. I saw the highlights just before I jumped out. I mean, you held them off for a while, right? And then this kind of the floodgates kind of open, and the penalty never helps. And no, I mean, and you know, could have it gone that way for Arsenal today? I don't think so. I don't think we get battered 3-0 today.
No,
right? I thought it was going to be 1-0, 1-1, 2-1, or 2-2. Right? 2-1 either way, 1-1, you know, 1-0 either way, or 2-1 either way. Right? But what I did not expect, bro, is just the lack of what's the word I'm looking for? Just I gotta say the lack of caring.
Impetus, the lack of like trying to win it.
Being creative in your own lack of managerial mind. I mean, it's a FIFA squad, bro. It's a team you could build on FIFA Football Manager. That's
but the thing is what winds me up is you've got the team, right? We beat Liverpool at Anfield last season. Yeah.
Right.
We beat them by defending really well and then hitting them on the break.
Right.
You've got the team to actually go throat to throat with them.
Yes.
And actually fucking take it. Yet you still played in a sense where it was like, we don't want to lose. Or Liverpool obviously played in the sense that they didn't want to lose. And, you know, and to me, it's just ridiculous because it's like, as a Arsenal team, You should have had Eze on the fucking pitch at the end of the day. I don't even understand that
halftime.
concept. And then as soon as Odegaard and Eze was coming on, you knew that Odegaard was going to take the 10 and Eze was going to take the left side.
Sure.
Wasted.
Right, exactly. And I agree to that to a point. I mean, with Odegaard in there, I feel it's wasted anyway. He is a journeyman footballer. Let's be clear. Let's be very clear what this guy's background is. Yes, he has, again, I was just mentioning this Tony show. He is not a blue-collared footballer. He's from the elitist side of football. And we all know what I mean by that, right? You have the technical ability. You have the physical, at times, ability, right? But you can pick a pass and you can shoot from 20 yards out and do this and that. But what you can't do is challenge and put in a real, what I call a blue-collar tackle, right?
Yeah.
I'm talking, there's two different schools of football in this world, as you know. So with that being said, I don't see any change or progression with Odegaard at all. And big up for him, at least being the captain of the club for really no reason, but because his name was talked about for several years by different pundits. Let's be real. If you're not good enough for Madrid, what makes him so good for Arsenal this day and age? You could have said that, bro, in the early 2000s, maybe. Oh, no, I take that back. You could have never said that. Well, maybe in 2010, so that the era of Wenger were kind of in and out, right? You could have kind of made that argument. But at this day and time, bro, Odegaard is a bygone footballer. Like the tiki-taka stuff, go to La Liga with that. Go to Italy with that. That's where that.
To be honest, if you actually think about it, that is what Arteta is all about. Yeah.
Yes,
you couldn't make anything of him, so I'm going to take him off you, and I'm going to make something of him. And it's exactly the same. It's exactly the same with Havertz.
Yep.
It's like you can't make 100%. Anything of him. I'm going to make something of him.
And
he's failed. Yeah, he's failed on both classes. Madueke, I thought was really good today on the right side. He got you a lot of like set pieces and stuff like that. The story of today for me was Liverpool doing the training. And working out exactly what you was going to do at set pieces.
Yeah.
Because they shut those down every single time.
Yeah.
So I think, and that's what you do when you're a football coach. I think Arteta needs to learn that one. I'm mad on the boat, migrants swimming the shore to in this
Speedo. Herbert likes Speedos. Where's Anthony Herbert at? My hero.
Absolutely. And the thing is, mate, this guy's a fucking bum. You ain't going to win.
He's a bum. He's a bum. And he should be getting slayed for this on social media. He should absolutely getting slayed for this.
He won't. He won't, though. You know he won't. Because I tell you what will get slated tomorrow. And what will get slated by all these bullshit football fans that think they're football fans because they get a YouTube channel. What they'll be saying is Gyökeres was fucking useless. That's what they'll be saying.
Yeah, they're going to put it primarily on the players and not the lack of know-how from Arteta. I was on a show, and I even made the argument to play Zubimendi in like the 10 role, but a little bit more strong. Right? Maybe not as attacking because we know he can play a pass through the channels. We know he can curve a ball to a striker to run onto it. We know he can play some of those mid-range passes. So why aren't we just keeping the ball on the carpet had the midget, and keeping the ball on the carpet and actually just looking for the through ball and getting back to basics, right? Because to me, that would be more efficient and productive than Mr. fucking putting snot in his hair and passing it to the right the whole time, and shit, yeah, there was even a moment today we even saw where he was more to the right with Eze on the left.
Do you know what? Right, I'm just gonna say something right now. Right, I'm just gonna say something right now. If you want the best out of Odegaard, replace him.
Yeah.
when he's on the bench and Eze's there, put him in the 10, and Odegaard will all of a sudden think, shit, I'm losing my position. And then he'll start fucking making something happen. But at the minute, he's so fucking comfortable in what he's doing because of this twat Arteta. This is a terrible, terrible, terrible fucking manager. Terrible coach. If you want to get the best out of Odegaard, put Eze in that position and see how he goes. And then Odegaard's going to go, shit, I need to up my game. Otherwise, I'm going to be fucked here. And that is something that Arsenal don't do because he's got his fucking favourites who he keeps going with. This man is a fucking bum, and you will not win anything with Arteta. I don't care what anyone says. You will not win nothing with Arteta.
No, fair enough. You've been saying it since day one. Keeping it, no, and right, but benching him is I agree, is 100%, because he'll be right back where he fucking started, right? Benched by
Can
Madrid.
you imagine his face on the bench if he'd have put Eze on in the 10 and not got Eze on? Not got fucking Odegaard
I
on.
can't imagine. Again, elitist footballer, right? Don't touch me. You know, I'm untouchable because I can, you know, do a nice back
That's
heel.
the worst thing you can do to anybody.
And it's but at the end of the day, it's just favoritism. It's flat out favoritism. Like, I'm picking it based because I like the kid and I'm the boss.
That's what United have done with Fernandes, and that's where they're struggling because they keep doing that with Fernandes.
Fernandes can still score goals. Fernandes will pick a team up by the scruff of the neck and carry them on. Right? Odegaard does not have that ability. Right? As much as I dislike Fernandes,
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
You know,
Fernandes doesn't do that. That's my issue with Fernandes.
I think so. He scored,
does?
Last minute goals and stuff, and he scored the penalty. I mean, just recently scored the penalty against Burnley.
He's a bullshit captain, bro.
Well, but at the same time, he's always in the ref's face. He's yelling at players. He's getting in other players' face. He's doing the shit Odegaard doesn't, bro. I mean, think about it. Just
yeah, but he fucking cries. He cries all the time. Drops down and cries.
I'm not saying I respect the man. I fucking hate him. But what I'm saying is, when they've been down in games, who's the one that gets the goal in the end for them? Fernandes. Most of the time.
100%, but he's not.
That's what I mean.
Captain material, bro. When fucking Tony Adams and all that kind of stuff, they work by example. They work by example instead of crying.
But Fernandes has done that as well, and that's my point. He has led by example, and some of the crying is bullshit.
I never agree with that.
But if they're down in games where they've won, which isn't many recently, you know, he has been the one to kind of been the catalyst to get them forward. He scores goals against Arsenal.
Sorry, I don't agree with that. He's another bum, to be honest. Fernandes, he should not be a captain. He's not got the cojones for it. You see a Roy Keane in fucking Fernandes? Because I don't.
He's better than Odegaard in that role, and what he does is that. But the argument is that he's better than Odegaard, right? So in that role, knowing that he's
everybody's better than Odegaard.
But thank you. He's a better bum than what we fucking got.
I'm better than Odegaard. Yeah, but he don't mean it's a good thing because he's got a better bum. If he's a bum, he's a bum. It don't matter if he's a better bum than you.
I can only call about the bums that we have on our bum squad, right? I mean, yeah, there's bums. I mean, there's. You know, I'm not going to say names, but Fernandes is a bum overall. I get that. I hate the fucking bastard. Right? I think but there's been times during his United stay that he has scored that one goal that they've needed. He has scored very important goals at important times for them.
When Liverpool was 7-0 up, he was crying to come off.
Oh, yeah.
Ain't no fucking captain. I don't care what anybody says. AFCNL, I have a snappy dog that looks like he should have beware sign when you come into our house. He rolls in his back for a belly rub with his tongue hanging out. I should have called him Martel. And big up to Lone Star London. Sometimes the best motivation is competition. That is the best point of mate. I'm not being funny, but can you pick out any captain we've got now that's like 100% captain material? From like the Roy Keanes, the Tony Adams, the Stuart Pearces. There's only one I can pick out, really, and that's Ryan Yates. Because he is 100%, he's fucking 100% for the team. And he just fucking tells everybody else what to do. I don't know of any of the others.
What about Elliot Anderson? You don't think he's a leader?
Anderson. Who's Anderson?
You're number 8.
Yeah, I do, but I mean, Yates is just like Forrest through and through. He says it in the interviews, you know, we weren't good enough, this player weren't good enough, that player weren't good enough.
Yeah.
You know, he just proper goes in there like Roy Keane. I like Anderson, don't get me wrong. I don't think he's captain material, to be honest with you. Yates is just 100% Forest.
Right.
And you look at like the other teams that's got their captains, and some of the captains just should not be captains.
Oh yeah, no. I agree. I'm one even who's a proponent of having the goalie as a captain, but not Rhea. Right? If we had a real, you know, Rhea's good because Rhea I think is good because he had a good defense. You know, there's things that go into being Golden Glove winner. It's not just him alone. You have to have a good defense, right, and a solid defensive unit to have that to happen. But overall, I think that a goalkeeper can be the captain if they're like a Van de Sar, type player, right? 100%. For sure. But I don't, you know, I could even see. I don't know how well. I mean, I know you rate Matt Sells, but is he captain material? He's a damn good keeper.
I wouldn't put him as captain material. He's got to deal with his goalkeeping situation.
I understand that as well.
Yeah. But I mean, you're looking at that rare situation in that Liverpool game where he kicked it out and gave it straight to Van Dijk. Now, it's lucky he gave it to Van Dijk, because if he gave it to Gakpo or Salah or anything like that, that fucker's in right in the net.
Sure.
You know? So, I mean, I don't know what you think, but I don't like this passing out from the back. I don't like this passing to defenders, and you know, if you press them, which I wish we'd have done against West Ham today, because I think we could have beat West Ham today if we'd have actually done that, and we didn't do that. So they managed to come on and beat us. But
so you didn't really. I didn't watch the game today. But so it sounds like you guys didn't pressure a really bad team.
I am fucking gutted. I am absolutely fucking gutted. I'm so disappointed in us.
That is a disappointing loss. Yeah.
No disrespect to West Ham. You know, they came there, they did what they had to do, but I'm so annoyed at that.
Right. It's I think, would you agree that it's gotten to the point in the Prem that if you don't press, you stand a real good chance of getting scored on? Like, no, think about that. Right? Yeah. Right. And I guess, I mean, maybe that's been universal in football for years, but I've always been of the thing where I try to look at it as more balanced, but balanced means your strikers at the halfway line, which does nothing for an attack, right?
I think West Ham wanted us to press them. They actually wanted us to press them. And West Ham played a fantastic game today because they left us with the ball all the time. And we don't do well with the ball all the time. We was passing it like you guys do, outside the box, sideways, backwards, and all that kind of stuff. And we don't do very good with that. And we had no sort of change of strategy or anything like that. And everything, I mean, I've been saying all fucking week, we'll beat West Ham because they can't fucking defend an high ball. They defended high balls better than we fucking do.
They must have been watching your stream.
I think, maybe it was. I mean,
but I also think like teams like that can be unpredictable because their first 2 games of the season, they're getting blanked out of there, and you think, oh, these guys are
You
ponies.
never underestimate anybody.
Shit. Right.
Never
Potter
underestimate
makes some
anybody.
adjustments. Bowen has a better game, and it's a whole different scenario, right? Yeah, and that's the thing with West Ham. They can have 2 or 3 players that just play really well, but those players can fucking hurt you. Right,
Yeah,
Bowen, right? The rest could be shit, but if they have 3 players that are on it, they will score.
My policy is always the same, and I said it at the start of the game. You never underestimate anybody. Look at Spurs yesterday against Bournemouth. I mean, I don't know why you'd underestimate them anyway, because they've got a fantastic coach and they've got a fantastic work ethic going on. So I wouldn't underestimate them. And even though West Ham was not doing great, I would still never underestimate them. And I think we did that today. And we paid for it. And we should have paid for it. And we deserved everything we got. It was the worst, horrible, well, not the worst watch along I've ever done. I've done worse than that, where we got fucking smashed up 5 or 6-0. But, the Man City one, But it weren't great, and I bet Tom's fucking loving it. And I've invited him onto this stream, but he's not here. And I've invited E20 onto this stream, but he's not here either. I don't like Raya. He is a liability, but I leave Arteta's fault, which is waiting to happen again. I like Raya. I think Raya is a great shot stopper. But there was a point where he sort of passed it out to the Liverpool players. I don't enjoy watching our control and caution with the ball and lack of creativity in the final third.
Yeah, bro.
If you're trying to win the league, you shouldn't have that.
Yeah, and Lodestar, if I remember, I don't think you're like Arteta out. I don't, obviously not knowing you, but a lot of times chatting with you over the years, that you're sort of Arteta in and out. You've seen good with Arteta and seen bad, but maybe the good has outweighed the bad. But this can't go on, man. This cannot go on.
Lone Stars and Arteta are in.
Yeah, and but I know also he has a critical thinking mind and is witty enough to know when shit is shit. Right? Today was shit, and he's 100% right. It goes right out, it goes right into getting a change of manager. Because the thing is that you're out all the way, and be happy to twerk. Send Yeti a video. He'd love to see that. But
I don't want to see you twerking, bro. I've seen you on camera. I don't want to see you
no, I just think that just when you see Martinelli in the lineup and you see Moreno, and you know that there's these great dynamic players that we have on the bench, meaning Nwaneri and Eze, and even Trossard. Trossard is good against Liverpool. He has literally scored against Liverpool for Brighton and Arsenal, right? And we kind of know this stuff. I don't know how we can continue to follow when we lose games against the managers. Yeah, no, fair enough. That's very true.
You know what? I'm absolutely amazed. I'm absolutely amazed, but that anybody who's an actual football fan stands by Arteta, because everything I see just makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
I've grown up with Brian Clough. I've grown up with like Alex Ferguson and all these really good managers and all this. Anybody, Mourinho, how anybody can like look at Arteta and go that he's the man. You're fucking deluded, bro. You're deluded.
Hey, I didn't say that, Lone Star. That was right out of Yeti's mouth.
Yeah, man.
They can criticize, but I just think for a lot of people who are Arteta in, it's based on hope. Like we're really just hoping. And I know hope is part of it. Oh, we hope we win. We hope we do this. We hope we do that. I get that. But there becomes an extension of hope that seems almost unreasonable to a lot of us Arteta outers. Because managers come and go.
I'm going to be a millionaire, but it's never going to fucking happen.
Well, not as long as we keep getting second. Because the Cronkies are going to see that as progress. Because at this point now, the Cronkies understand English football. I don't think they fully understood it when they gave Arteta the crown.
I don't
Right?
think they fully understand it now.
Well, I
think
would think on a wave after 6 years of this shit that they would.
What Cronkies understand is putting a front man in the position where they don't have to do anything,
Just
and
burn us.
he's gonna keep making the fucking money. That's
Right,
what
well,
I think Cronkies
Here's the
understand.
front, so the front man's burden now, though, essentially.
I'm not being funny, no disrespect to you, but American owners
No.
are just here to make the money. That's all they're here for.
Right. But at the same time, remember the Cronkies are serial winners in basketball. I know that doesn't. How does that relate to football? Well, and they're spending money, bro. They've spent $1 billion.
Arsenal don't play basketball.
I know, but what my point is that they've won championships with the Denver Nuggets, and they're proud of those championships, and they're trying to bring that winning mentality or model to Arsenal. Right? This isn't new news.
Do you know what the Cronkies said when they took over Arsenal?
Sweet,
we're not interested in cups. We're not interested in cups. We're not interested in winning this. That's your fucking owner. Your owner said that.
Fair enough.
Owner said that.
They said that in 2006 also when they paid off the stadium.
Have they said anything different since?
I don't believe so. I don't listen to any of the bollocks that they say.
But yeah, I'm saying, I mean,
I'm trying to make the connection that they fire managers in their other sports. They fire, when other of their sport portfolio fucking pieces aren't performing, they fire people. And and I think, and this has been said before, and I'm going to quote Hendo, we think this is a litmus test because Arteta's got the money, he's got the support, obviously, of the board, ownership, etc. But they're just waiting for the banana peel.
I'm just going to say that American owners are the bane of English football clubs.
I would agree with that.
100%. Because 100%. All they're about is the money. And they know they can fucking fleece people for £100 shirts and all that kind of stuff. And they are the bane of fucking English football clubs.
I agree.
And AFCNL says Bobby Robson, Clough, and Johnny Lyle, brilliant football and brilliant managers. And Tony Nero says, 100% American owners don't care about the fans in 60 years. Absolutely. And that's nothing against American people because I love Dell.
No, you're talking about billionaires. You're talking about billionaires. American people. You're talking about billionaires. Let's be real.
Billionaires. They only care about money. They don't care if they win in every year. Look at the guy that took over Birmingham. I mean, I don't know if he's still there, but I watched the thing on Amazon. He's a proper American football star or something like that. Really? And I don't know if you watched that one on Amazon.
No, I haven't.
And the guy that he pulled in was going, "Oh, what we've got to do is change everything about this club." And then he got rid of a manager that was winning all the time.
Right.
Brought in Wayne Rooney. And then Wayne Rooney fucked it up. Oh my God. Give me fucking.
I gotta watch this. This sounds like a crime drama.
Bro, watch it on Amazon. Watch it on Amazon. I can't wait it's called.
I remember Rooney taking that job.
Why only play as a 20 minutes? I'm baffled. Absolutely. They should be banned from English.
But hold on, Lone Star, but should he be sacked for that? Where's the line, Lone Star? Where's the line, brother? Like, are we going to continue to see this? Because Eze's going to play 20 minutes next week. He's going to play 15 the next. Then what? Right? This is why we got to cut the cord now. Cut it now.
The thing is, what you got to understand, though, Dal, if these clubs are making fucking money left, right, and centre, why do they give a fuck if they win anything? That's the problem. When you've got people that is going to just keep earning money left, right, and centre, why are they going to give a fuck? They've got Arteta in there because he's a good front man. and he talks absolute bollocks. And he will say in the conference today, oh, yeah, Liverpool fouled us all the time, but the referee didn't do anything, all this, that, and the other, and they'll all go with that. Oh, shit, fucking hell, we got fouled all the time, and all this, that, and the other. What they've done is actually quite clever. Your American owners, what they've done is quite clever. They've put somebody in there that's going to be the front man that takes all the flack, so they don't take any. You know, what they've done is very, very clever.
I agree with a lot of that. But the counter to that is, then why have Berta? Why spend why spend $1 billion if they don't care? Then they say, hey, why don't we just cap every signing at 20 million?
That's not a counter though. That's just like they've done something that makes you think all of a sudden that they're serious.
Right. They make that money back in merchandise in the year.
Yeah.
2 years, yeah. Hey, Yeti, I got to pick my son up from basketball. He was with some friends. He's taking off. I just got a text.
Is it Babe Ruth?
It's not Babe Ruth. I'm really talking about Babe Ruth. I like Baby Ruth candy bars. Babe Ruth was a decent baseballer. Yeah, I must admit, Babe Ruth was pretty damn good. So was Tom Brady, by the way.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
but Tom Brady was the one that took over Birmingham. Check it out on it.
Okay. Oh, thank you. I have seen an ad for that. Tom Brady. Jeez. Yeah, stay the fuck out, Tom. Go marry another supermodel. Anyway, thank you, brother. Our tenant out. This fraud is
always, man.
I'm telling you. I will catch you later, though, bro. So thanks again for having me.
Make sure you follow Oregon Gooner. Absolute real one, man. Always.
Take care, my real one. Big up the chat. See ya.
Yeah. Big up, guys. And American owners glued for each other, pass around titles and championship like a peace pipe, just to keep their fans interested. They're not interested in our football at all. They're just interested in the money that it generates. We battle to win the merch drop league. Means more to them than the Premier. Yeah. 7 rings, Tom Brady, my bromance. Mate, he was... the thing is, it's just like they think that they've made it in certain sports and then they can just like come into like other things. I mean, you look at Marianakis, you know he's driven. He's driven to make the best of what he's doing, you know. And I do think he will do the best of what he's doing. And that's it, yeah. Yeah, mate, at the end of the day, these people just latch on to these things. It's the same as like fucking look at all these business people going on to fucking pet vet shit. Yeah. Because they've realised that people don't care about people. People care about their pets. You know? So all these business people have latched on to the pet thing and upping those prices because they know that people care about pets more than they do actually about people. It's very, very sad. And like I've said, we look at these people in power and we think they're pieces of shit. But when you look at like the YouTubers and all this, that, and the other, they're easy to sell out as well. They're easy to sell out. You know, we know better. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about money or anything like that. Big up to Danny. He keeps like giving me €50 super chats. I respect it massively. But it's not something that I asked for, you know. But these people are just about that, you know. And to me, it's very, very sad that, you know, they've sold their own fucking grands out for anything, to be honest. They'll sell their own grannies out for something. And it's just pathetic. And humanity is all about being decent to people that deserve to be decent to, not just everybody. Don't be decent to everybody, because some people are cunts. Fuck shit. Why do I keep fucking saying that word every now and then? But yeah, some people are absolute pieces of shit. So don't be nice to everybody, because not everybody deserves it. We're about to win the merch drop. Drop lead means more to them than the Premier. Absolutely. 7 rings, Tom Brady, my bromance, and that's it. Yay. They would their grandmothers down the stairs to make $1. Yeah, exactly. There is people out there that will do that, bro. There is people out there that will do that. I've always had a thing about myself where it's like I wouldn't fuck anybody over for a percentage or anything like that. Never been about that. Never been about that. I get super chats and stuff like that. I've always said to you guys that I'm not bothered about super chats and all that kind of thing. You don't have to pay to talk to me. I'm nothing special. So I don't see any reason that you have to pay to talk to me. And that's why I've always gone into the chat all the time and speak it all out. It's good and it's a bad thing because you get dickheads that come into the chat and talk absolute shit. But they won't last long. So we can deal with it in that respect. And be nice to everyone. You never know what people are going through. Yeah, absolutely. Mate, I've never been any different in that respect. I've never ever been any different in that respect. I'm nice to people until they show me a different side. As soon as they show me a different side, then I'll show them a different side. I'm a very sort of reactionary person. What you give me, I will give you back, whether it's a good thing or whether it's a bad thing. That's how I've always been. Well, my wife said today that I only used the C word when you're watching Arsenal. Yeah, I've used it a few times today, bro. I've used it a few times today. I actually fucking stopped it at certain points, but then I actually fucking said it at certain points. Bro, you can see the real ones. You can see when they're passionate. You can see when they care. You can see when they're talking truth. You know, I know there's a lot of people on YouTube and all that kind of stuff that talk absolute crap, and a lot of people just fall for it. Look at all the Jake Paul fans. Look at all the fucking fans of that fucking his idiot brother, whatever he's called. You know, KSI. They don't entertain me. They're boring. But you're always going to get that. Just redirect, dude, says Door on Tour. I don't know how to redirect, bro. But big up to you, Door on Tour. Want to jump on, bro? You can. And yeah, I was fucking massively fucking disappointed in that. Big up Door on Tour. Make sure you sub to Door on Tour's quality. Fuck that Forest Fan TV. They're a bunch of twats. They are not the real ones, guys. They are not the real ones. Door on Tour's the real one. He's always been about Forest. Yes, I was always at the point of starting my channel and all that kind of stuff. I didn't start it because it was Premier League. I started it because I love Forest. And Door on Tour has always been there. And I've always watched his content. So big up to Door on Tour. Make sure you go over and sub to him. He's an absolute class individual as a Forest fan. Absolute class. So make sure you go over and sub to Door on Tour. But yeah, I mean, what do you think about today? I thought we ran out of ideas, bro, to be honest. I started watching you, thanks to Jez. I found you honest and always come back. Yeah, absolutely, man. It's always about like being honest and just saying what you think. Door on Tour was one of the biggest channels I've been on and gave me like a platform and had me on his channel. So big up to him. Absolutely big up to Door. Rubbish today, but ITA, yeah, man. It was fucking shit, bro. It's football, dude. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Bro, Door, we're used to this. We're used to this. We was in the championship for God knows how long. So we're used to this. And we're used to like not having the best days and all that kind. Did you go, Door? What do you actually think of it? Because I thought it was fucking awful. Didn't think we had any ideas or anything like that. Anything we put into the box, they won. It was just one of them, wasn't it? It was one of them. But I am going to get Door on Tour on this channel at some point, hopefully. And I'll probably drop onto his channel at some point. If he wants me on, that is. I mean, he might be like, fuck you, you ain't getting on my channel. But, yeah, I don't know. Always loved, though, dude. Always loved Door. And you're always welcome on here, bro. Always welcome on here. You helped me out. You put me out there. Yeah, we had a few like situations on the Door on Tour channel, and it was always an absolute pleasure, mate. Proper Forest fans, not this fucking Forest fan TV bollocks. That guy's full of shit. Absolute full of shit. I'll always tell it how it is. I don't care whether it's good or whether it's bad. I'll always tell it like it is. And today was fucking shit. It was shit. I couldn't believe how bad we was today. Fucking hell. But at the same point, you can't underestimate anybody. If you underestimate anybody, you're going to get found out. So, you can't do that. And West Ham put on the show. And they deserved the win. To be honest, they proper deserved the win. So I can't really argue on that respect. We was not on it today. Mung Gibbs White was, I mean, he was brilliant against Brentford, but today, nah, we was poor. Ndoye was poor, in my opinion. And Sangari had a lot of space, tried to make a few through balls and all that kind of stuff, just didn't work. Pepsi says, I was thinking Forest were going to smash West Ham. Yeah. That's the crazy thing, though, bro. You think that's what's going to happen, but it just does not happen that way. It's the Premier League, and if you don't show up, you're going to get fucked up. And that's it. The referee wasn't great, but I won't take that as an excuse. At the end of the day, we weren't great either. And big up Stephanie, yo Yeti again, buddy. How you doing? You all right? And big up Adama, free member. Absolutely. Carl Rossi got your membership, bro. Big up to Carl Rossi. So yeah, I mean, it's oh man, it was so fucking annoying today. But like, it is what it is. It is what it is. We're just starting out. We're trying to get ourselves in something, and we let ourselves down today. To be honest, first goal is always key in Premier League games. Absolutely, absolutely. I just can't believe we could not get a goal. It was ridiculous. There's not a lot to Woods. The only one to Woods was the header straight into the keeper's hands. We just really let ourselves down today. Thanks, caller. Big up, mate. I'm annoyed. I'm angry. And I'm pissed off. But you have to just go with it. And Stephanie, you're a Man United fan, so I'm sure you've had this where you get annoyed and get angry. I mean, I've sent fucking Tont the stream, who's a West Ham fan. I've sent E20 the stream, who's a West Ham fan, but they ain't coming on. So that's up to them. I've sent them the stream. They can come on and go, oh, fucking hell, yeah, you said this. Mind you, I never said anything, to be honest. I never said anything. I said we should beat West Ham because they can't beat a ball, an iron ball in the box. But they did that better than we did. Shocking today. Shocking. It's annoying to wait 2 weeks for the next game. Yeah, well, our next game is against fucking Arsenal at the Emirates. So, fucking hell. When it starts going bad, it really starts going bad. So, we'll see how that one goes. Are you going to Emirates door? I mean, I would never go there, but I can't turn round to a Man United fan and say how bad it is because they've had bad from the fucking start to finish. 7 last year, a manager upset and lost today, but a long way to go, mate. Absolutely. 100% AFC now. 100%. There's a long way to go now. I'm sure we're going to pick up like results at certain places and stuff like that. Today was just a fucking off day, I think. But that's like taking away from West Ham. But today was just an off day. Forest are decent at defending corners, though, better than United. I think we was fucking awful today, to be honest. And I'll be honest, I'm getting very worried about the defence. Because at times we're just booting the ball out all the time. Yeah, Pepsi says Man City are off too. Yeah, but I mean, that's Man City, isn't it? I think, like, at times we was terrible in defence. We're just fucking booting the ball out all the time, or not even doing that. I mean, Sangori, when he got it on the edge of the box and tried to make that short pass, I was like, what are you doing, man? If you're doing that, you've got to make sure it counts. And it was just such a poor fucking pass. Come on, man. Get it together. I'll be back in a sec, guys. I need a piss. Yeah, Elanga was a real highlight for you last season. That's why I think you're missing him. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one, to be honest. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But Elanga's not really doing a lot for Newcastle either, is he? And Elanga was always one of those players that when he's on it, he can do something, but when he's not on it, he don't do anything, which is pretty much where he is for Newcastle at the minute. So I'm not too worried about losing Elanga. I think Endoy can do that, although he didn't have a very good game today, to be honest. I'm not. I'm like fucking. You know when somebody leaves Forest, I'm like, fuck him. Fuck him. So if you say things like that, I'm like, I don't fucking care about that twat. To be honest with you, he knew what he was doing, and nah, no respect for him. Same as Gibbs White to a point, because he knew what he was doing. He didn't have nothing. There's nowhere on this planet he didn't have nothing to do with that. So, but I do hear what you're saying. But yeah, Bukalanga, no time for him. As soon as you don't want to play for the Forest shirt, then I ain't got no time for you. Sorry, but that's just the way it is. But guys, I'm going. I'm fucked. I'm fucked, so I'm out of here, guys. I invited loads of fuck off. I don't know what I did. But yeah. Big up to everybody. Big up to all of you in the cave. You're all absolute fucking legends. Absolute real ones. But I've got to go because I'm fucked. So catch you all later. And keep it real, keep it yay. We've got a deadline day tomorrow. Which I'll probably do like a stream for that or see how that goes or whatever. I don't know how that fucking's gonna go. Be up, Baltor, bro. How you doing, mate? And keep it real, keep it yay, absolutely. And as Baltor says, keep it real, keep it yeti. But I'm fucked. So I'll see you later, guys. And tatty fucking bye. Toodles.